Such a little hard work. Burn to the ground. Oh, no one's around. Why do I pretend like I care? This was all just a ruse to start. Didn't matter. Admittedly, I'll miss those sheep. It was an easy, steady food source. And that fun little room now serves little purpose. Digging up that stone was a little tedious. But at the very least, I don't have to pretend now. But why did I? Why not be like Ollie? Just go for chaos from the get-go. Why play around? Why pretend? I play any role. It's forsaken land we live on. Why do I stay like this? Could be easy to just stop. Throw my soul item in lava. And then join it. Maybe I just don't want to share in my suffering. Or be alone in my suffering, rather. Maybe I want to share this pain. I don't know. Who does know? Except the gods, even though. Oh, I doubt they even know. But I don't care. I'll just make my own little show. Be the entertainer. And then stop. If they want. No, if they expect me to be this fighter, this agent of chaos, who runs and taunts and mocks, then I'll taunt and mock, but I won't run. They think I won't do what they want, so I will. I do exactly what they don't think I will. And I know just the way to do it, while also pissing people off. I just need to find the right person. Oh, I wonder how misbehaving. I wonder if she'll kill me. Torture me. Probably wants to. I guess we'll just have to find out. You know, gold doesn't exactly camouflage well in green.
What? Fuck.
Hello. Apologies for brandishing a sword. Don't mean to appear hostile.
Yeah, no, you don't, you would never appear hostile. I'm not supposed to be here right now, so Um, you know what? Maybe we can catch up at another time.
Actually, I was hoping to find you.
I bet. I bet.
Not for any nefarious reasons. I actually have what you'd call a generous offer for you.
Well, I'm kind of like living off the grid right now. So I'm sort of not taking any more lawyerly jobs or whatnot.
No, it's not anything that will involve your astute lawyer abilities. You're still friends with those Undercity people, correct?
um, uh, that I mean, I'm not really associated with them any. Like I said, I am kind of off the grid. I'm on a sabbatical, you could say. And so haven't talked to them recently, don't know what they're up to, no sort of relationship with them whatsoever.
I see. Well, I'm sure you know how capable they are, and at times
Right.
violent.
Yeah.
How would you like to get on their good side?
Um, in what way?
Well, you see, myself and them aren't exactly on the best terms at the moment. They hate my guts, to put it bluntly. And at the moment, they are searching me out, hoping to arrest me for a crime I did not commit. Admittedly, I did go and commit some crimes after that just to make the sentencing actually make sense. But my point still stands. They are after me, and I have been avoiding them.
Right. I mean, they kind of. Yeah, I mean, they did the same thing to Guy. I'm not like a big fan of their like judicial system.
Yes, it is a little crass, and it does get a little foggy when it involves people that are not a part of their community. But
Well, you could just join their community, and then you could be friends with everybody.
that even if I did want to do that, I doubt I would be allowed.
I don't. I mean, Fate Seeker's kind of like he's pretty like he's kind, and he. I mean, I sort of did a lot of things that he didn't like, and they still let me join.
That's fair enough. But I feel like our cases are a little bit different. Regardless of us comparing and contrasting ourselves, I would like to propose that you turn me in.
Like, um, why?
You see, I fancy myself as an opposite entertainer. I do what people don't want me to do, or what people don't think I will do. I started off by being a liar, pretending to be a priest, worshipping the gods, and then burning that down and betraying those expectations quite splendidly. And then I made myself a criminal by threatening someone's life, burning someone's ship, stealing multiple things from many different people. And now I fancy myself a mocker. they are wary of my prowess and expect me to continue to run and hide from them. So I will paint myself the weaker one and simply allow myself to be captured.
I mean, but then what are you gonna do after that? Is it that you are gonna like?
Well, I assume I'll be in prison for a time. Whether or not that's permanent remains to be seen. I guess that is left up to the judgment of Undercity. But I do have some contingencies in place if that does become the case.
Like, I'm willing to you know what I think would be really radical is if you just kind of were really stopped burning things down. And it's not, you're right, it's like you didn't even really, like, you didn't kill Pilot. I probably had more of a you could just be like, I think it would be really, if you're going for a sort of subversive thing, I think it would be really great if you just kind of were friends with everybody again, and then I'm willing to vouch for you at Undercity because Fateseeker was thinking of making me a council member, and even though I am off the grid, I think like I would be willing to come back on the grid to vouch for you at Undercity if you were just gonna sort of like knock it off with all this burning things stuff.
Oh, your perspective is adorable. But I'm not trying to be a good guy. I'm trying to confuse and anger and annoy and sadden. I'm trying to bring people into my world. Taking them out of the gods' hands and into my own. Make them dance in my palm.
That's a lot.
I know, which is why I do it. If it's not a lot, then I won't do it.
So then, like, why would I help you? Also, you don't like me. I've read your journal thing.
Yes, that was a while ago. That was mostly spur of the moment annoyance. Seeing, I was mostly just offended at the act of being stolen from. But I do think, well, I do believe that you are a bit naive, and your journey to become a god is...
I cannot hear you if you're talking.
Oh, disconnected. My bad. Bluetooth keyboard. While I do find you naive at times, and your journey to become a god is something that I view less than favorably, I don't dislike you. I dislike your dream, but not you.
Oh. But I mean, if you're gonna sort of like make everybody sad or whatever, like, I don't really wanna. Why would I help you? Selfin?
What kind of god are you trying to be?
I don't know. I want people to like me. Or, you know, at least think I'm cool or something if they don't like me.
Why not start with Undercity? Turn me into them as they want me to be imprisoned. And I'm certain that they'd start to like you a decent amount. They could even help you.
I mean, Fate Seeker already likes me, but I guess, if misbehaving, she, like, really is gonna, she, like, wants to, like, I read her, I should stop doing this, but I read her journal, too, and she does want to, like, really torture you.
Yes, I know. Which is why I will enjoy having you turn me in so much more.
Why couldn't you just turn yourself in?
While that would be fun, I think having you do it would be even more so. As you've been someone that's, as you say, off the grid, not involved, and someone who has been in my less than good graces before. It almost seems fitting in a twisted sort of way.
Like a little story.
Yes, like a story.
Do you need help?
No, I'm fine. My leather armor has protection enchantments.
Why do you have leather armor? Why don't you have, like, fancy armor?
I do have fancy armor, but this is, again, one of those things that I'm doing to mock.
Oh.
I'll show up and say, oh, this is the armor I was wearing when we fought before. It's purple and enchanted. Because they've
But
seen
it's
me.
not.
Because they've seen me in my powerful armor before. And if I show up in this and start rattling off that this is the best, this is me at my best, I can only imagine how much that will annoy misbehaving. But enough about my own personal little fun. How does that offer sound to you?
I mean, if that's what you want and what, I mean, I know they want to find you. And I know Moss is really worried about having sort of somebody on the loose, and maybe that'll, if that's what everyone wants, then I would be kind of like not really a great person if I didn't do it.
That's exactly it. You doing this is doing what everybody wants. You're making everyone happy. And you said you wanted people to like you, right?
What I can take you. I know where misbehaving is, but why why don't you like the gods?
It isn't specifically the fact that they're gods. It's the power that they hold over us. I don't like being a puppet.
I understand. Um, okay. Will you just... You want to go now? Because I know we're we could just go to misbehaving. I could come with you.
Maybe not yet. Not just to misbehaving. We can show up. I want to show up in front of her and Fate Seeker.
Okay.
We can wait for a moment when they're both back at Undercity. And then we just stroll up to the front door. Simple as that.
Okay. How will you know? I mean, when should I go? So I am still kind of off the grid. A little bit.
We'll say a few days. Give it a little bit more time. Let them look around a bit more. And I'll wait for you. What they don't know is that one of the places I've been hiding out is right above their Undercity. When you live underground, it's hard to look at the roof above you.
Oh. That's so funny because I also live right above Undercity because I thought that would be kind of fun.
Well then. Give it some time, give it a few days. And you just need only head up the mountain above their home. Give a knock on my little shack. And we can head inside.
Guy used to live up there too. Oh boy. Okay. I'll see you then, I guess.
I'm really going to look forward to this. And I will say that because you're doing this for me, I will properly say that I owe you one. Anytime you need something, whatever it might be, I'll be sure to pay you back. I might be cruel and a little bit crazy, but I know that one good turn deserves another.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. That sounds good. I'll meet you in a couple days.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, I can't wait to see her face. The rage. It will be like ecstasy.